Welcome to Wisdom Trek with Gramps. We are on day 2004 of our trek, and we're transitioning in the structure of Wisdom Trek to focus on the great wisdom books of the Bible. One habit I have practiced nearly every day in the past 45 plus years of my adult life is to read a chapter in the book of Proverbs that corresponds with the day of the month. This single habit has been the catalyst for gaining wisdom and creating a living legacy. Adopting this habit can do the same for your life. So beginning October 1st, I will start publishing the reading of the chapter in the Proverbs that corresponds with the day of the month. Before that, I'm reading through the book of Ecclesiastes. King Solomon, who wrote both Ecclesiastes and Proverbs, was the wisest person to live. He wrote Ecclesiastes late in life, after trying many other paths to wisdom, and then he was brought back to the realization that God's wisdom is the only true wisdom. This realization drives me to seek out God's wisdom each day. Wisdom is the final frontier in gaining true knowledge, so we are on our daily trek to create a legacy of wisdom, to seek out discernment and insights, and to boldly grow where few have chosen to grow before. Today I'll be reading Ecclesiastes chapter 7, which I have titled, Wisdom for Life. A good reputation is more valuable than costly perfume. The day you die is better than the day you are born. Better to spend time at funerals than at parties. After all, everyone dies, so the living should take this to heart. Sorrow is better than laughter, for sadness has a refining influence on us. A wise person thinks a lot about death, while a fool thinks about only having a good time. Better to be criticized by a wise person than to be praised by a fool. A fool's laughter is quickly gone, like thorns crackling in a fire. This is also meaningless. Extortion turns wise people into fools, and bribes corrupt the heart. Finishing is better than starting. Patience is better than pride. Control your temper, for anger labels you a fool. Don't long for the good old days. This is not wise. Wisdom is better when you have money. Both are a benefit as you go through life. Wisdom and money can get you almost anything, but only wisdom can save your life. Accept the way God does things. Who can straighten what He has made crooked? Enjoy prosperity while you can, but when hard times strike, realize that both come from God. Remember that nothing is certain in life. And the next section is the limits of human wisdom. I have seen everything in this meaningless life, including the death of good young people and the long life of wicked people. So don't be too good or too wise. Why destroy yourself? On the other hand, don't be too wicked either. Don't be a fool. Why die before your time? Pay attention to these instructions, for everyone who fears God will avoid both extremes. One wise person is stronger than 10 leading citizens of a town. Not a single person on earth is always good and never sins. Don't eavesdrop on others. You may hear your servant curse you, for you know how often you yourself have cursed others. I have always tried my best to let wisdom guide my thoughts and actions. I said to myself, I am determined to be wise, but that didn't work. Wisdom is always distant and difficult to find. I searched everywhere, determined to find wisdom and to understand the reason for things. I was determined to prove to myself that wickedness is stupid and that foolishness is madness. I discovered that a seductive woman is a trap more bitter than death. Her passion is a snare, and her soft hands are chains. Those who are pleasing to God will escape her, but sinners will be caught in her snare. This is my conclusion, says the teacher. I have discovered this after looking at the matter from every possible angle. Though I have searched repeatedly, I have not found what I was looking for. 1 out of 1,000 men is virtuous, but not one woman. But I find this: God created people to be virtuous, but they have turned to follow their own downward path. And as you ponder this chapter covering wisdom for life, please encourage your friends and family to join us and to come along with us tomorrow for another day of Wisdom Trek, creating a legacy. And thank you so much for allowing me to be your guide, your mentor, but most importantly, I am your friend, as I serve you through the Wisdom Trek podcast and journal each day. And as we take this trek of life together, let us always live abundantly, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and leave a living legacy each day. I am Guthrie Chamberlain, reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy your journey, and create a great day every day. See you next time for more daily wisdom.